Hello, welcome to part 2 of episode 30, or unless sometime in the future the episodes are combined, in which this is just 30. Alright, well, okay, let me get on to some Battlefield questions here. Can you go over on how to fly a plane on Battlefield 1942 with the mouse? By the way, I'm on the Tweedle mod server. Everything is the same except for a little few things that I'll go in detail about later. It has nothing to do with what I'm saying, though. You'll see. You'll know when I get to it. Can you go over how to fly a plane in Battlefield 1942 with the mouse? I can only steer with the arrow keys. The mouse is too hard and I keep crashing, but if I use the arrow keys, I can't shoot. Well, you probably still would be able to shoot because they put a default of shoot for spacebar. I'm using spacebar and I'm shooting right now. You can also customize your fire button to whatever button you'd like. But same thing with bomb. That's what's great about this game. You can customize it any way you want, every little button. So I'm going to go ahead and give you some flying tips here. And I suggest using the mouse. Joystick is the best thing you can use, but there are many successful flyers that just use a mouse and keyboard. Okay, well, I think I've got all default controls. First thing I would do, what I suggest doing, is pressing the C button. That's default for change camera view. It'll take away that cockpit view. Now you can see everything. It'll make it easier to bomb and stuff. Some other buttons you might just want to get to know is shift. If you press shift, you can look around while you're flying. Let's just get back in this cockpit view. Other keys, well, if you pull the mouse down, you will lift the nose up. If you push it forward, you will point the nose down. If you move your mouse to the left, it will rotate your plane to the left. If you move the mouse to the right, it'll rotate the plane to the right. Now for other buttons here, WASD, A is going to strafe left, D is going to strafe right, S is reverse, and W is throttle forward. Now when taking off, what you need to do, let's just start off here again. Just move forward slowly. Don't accelerate. You don't put your finger on the throttle and get lined up. If you're gonna move, if you have to put it on the throttle, just tap the throttle a little bit. Get lined up and then hold the throttle. Don't press turn. Do not press A or D. If you have to press them, just tap them once and maybe tap the opposite direction if you have to, and then just pull up like I did. Always keep your finger on the throttle. I'm just going to be flying. Here's another view. Another thing you can do, a lot of pilots, they like making this view that I'm looking at, this reverse view. They'll put it at something that they can easily hit, like maybe spacebar or something. That way when, say, they just bombed something, they don't know if it blew up. Let's see, they go after this. They do it faster than me, but they could look behind them and see how it hit. I also suggest that if you're training, just to get your bombing down. But yeah, you can use this view. It's not very helpful. It might be when you're first starting out if you're still trying to figure out the game mechanics, but it's not that it's not that good. I guess you might be able to use it to bomb, but I think almost everyone uses this view. Now, by the way, you can fly under these bridges and stuff. Now, I guess I'll go ahead and try and tell you how to turn. I'll just show you a quick turn here. Let's just turn left. This is how I'd turn left. And that's how I turn left. Now let me do that step by step slowly for you. First, what you're going to do, keep your finger on the throttle always, on W. You're going to rotate to the left, so move your mouse to the left. Keep your finger on the throttle and press A to strafe left, and that's going to get you in this kind of motion. So here, let me just do that again. Rotate left with the mouse, and then A is going to get you strafing like that, And then what you're going to need to do is kind of pull upwards on the mouse to level the plane out. So let's do that again right here, and then pull down on the mouse, and it should straighten the nose out and help you move faster in the turn. See, if I don't do it, this is what it's going to look like if I do it. Here we go. Back up leveled. So those are really the basics of it. Same thing goes for the right side. Just use the opposite buttons, just kind of like this. And then you can bomb and stuff. Just practice that. Just practice it in single player mode, bombing. Whew. If you have like a torpedo plane, oh, I guess I should cover that because nobody uses torpedo planes, not too often. I had to help my friend out. He never really used them. I wonder if we have them on here on the mod server. No, but that's the same type of plane, so I'll go ahead and get in that. Also, with this plane, some flying tips. You're gonna want to get really high up in the sky and just kind of do dive bombing. What other plane tips do I have? Look, when people call for air support or anti-tank support, you need to be there. That's your job to help them out. So let me just keep climbing up here. Okay, looks like we're high enough. Yeah, it'll level you out. You can only go so high in the game. But yeah, right now I cannot see the map on the ground. I cannot see the ground. So that means the ground cannot see me. So let's say I want to dive bomb. Oh, I also suggest using N, pressing the N button to change your map size and using this big size right here. Just because you can see more of what's going on, and if you have to, you can lower it when you go to bomb. See where your units are so you don't hit them. Well, let's just go ahead and try and bomb something. Let's bomb this plane. I got it. Just takes practice. And this plane only has a single bomb, but if you're precise with it, it's deadly. Now let me just show you how to do a torpedo bomb. Now this plane doesn't have torpedoes, but I'll show you the process on which you should do it. Really, all you got to do is get lined up with the ship and slow down. You can do it really far out. That's what I love about torpedo planes. I can attack ships and never be seen. I don't have to be within their visual range to attack them accurately. Now, what you're gonna do? I know there's some boats on the other islands. What you're gonna do is you're gonna basically stop the throttle until the engine almost cuts out, and then you're gonna lightly throttle. Not too much, about this speed, slow down, and then drop it. Drop your torpedo. You want to be really close to the water, as close to the water as you can get, and make sure you're lined up with the boat. There's a boat there, but also you have to be in deep water. You can't be in this shallow water here. Here's the deep water. Yep, just get lined up like this, kind of strafe back and forth if you have to. Slow down. You can even decelerate if you want. Drop it, and then get your speed back up, and then lift your nose up and turn around and just do it again. You can do it over and over, and torpedoes will, if used under the water, they will destroy ships quickly. It's surprising to me a lot of people don't use them when they're really probably the most like one of the most important planes on Axis, at least on Wake Island. It's a really important plane to use. You can destroy their ships rather quickly.